This video is about the magic of mistakes. Mistakes can make you smarter and can help you to learn. Let us recap what we have done in the previous session when we watched the video about the brain is like a muscle. We have learned that your brain can be trained to be stronger. You can grow your brain by completing your assignment or homework, ask for help, or try and try again, and always to stay positive. Let us watch the video about the magic of mistakes.
Chapter 2. Mojo bounces back. Mojo was walking down the hall when he came across a curious poster. Ooh, a robotics competition. Well, now that I know how to grow my brain like a muscle, I'll be unstoppable. He worked furiously, and after a few hours of hard work, he realized building a robot would be harder than he thought. But he trudged onward, making mistakes, then working hard, and then making even more mistakes. Finally, a terrible truth dawned on him. He would never build a great robot. A little while later, Katie stopped by. "Wow, sweet robot," said Katie. "But what's it doing in the trash?" "Ah, it's garbage," said Mojo. "I kept making mistakes, so I gave up." "Mistakes are no big deal," said Katie. "They can even make you smarter." "Ooh, so mistakes are good," said Mojo. "It depends how you handle them," said Katie. "See, neuroscientists have studied what happens in people's brains when they make mistakes. Some people give up when they make mistakes. They think mistakes mean they just aren't good at something, so they shut down and stop trying. But when you stop trying, your brain gets lazy. It doesn't get the exercise it needs to grow. But other people focus on learning from mistakes. They love seeing what they did wrong, so they can do it better next time. And that process of learning from mistakes makes your brain work extra hard to grow stronger." Mojo took another look at his robot. Maybe all those mistakes weren't such a bad thing after all. Maybe every mistake was just a step along the way to building something great. But what do you think? Could Mojo learn from his mistakes? What about you? Now that is an interesting question indeed.
The grade 4, 5, 6 and 7s will have a group discussion. Share stories or case studies of mistakes they have made in the past and what they have done to overcome their mistakes. The grade 8 to 12s will connect to a personal struggle and what they have done to overcome their struggle. Separate the class into smaller groups and discuss the following question. How can we learn from our mistakes at school? Answers may include by trying and trying again, ask a friend or teacher for help, or try a different strategy. Pose the next question to the learners. What does the quote, "mistakes can make you smarter" mean? It means that when you make a mistake, your brain is growing and you are figuring out different ways to solve the problem. Ask the learners. Why are people afraid to ask for help? Maybe some people may become embarrassed, or many people do not know how to ask for help. Share a personal story about the mistakes you have made in the past, the emotions you have felt, and the lessons you have learned. Ask learners to reflect on their mistakes or failures they have experienced in the past, and strategies they have used to overcome their mistakes. Discuss the key messages of video 2. You get smarter by continuously trying and trying again. You get smarter by not being afraid of being wrong or failing. Learning from mistakes can grow your brain. The Grade 12 learners can watch the video "You Can Learn Anything" by Dave Travis and do a further reflection on the content of the video.
I am Dave Travis. I'm the Test Prep Content Manager at Khan Academy. It's especially challenging when you make a mistake again and again and again, and you know that you did it wrong. You know immediately when you did it that, oh, I did that thing again, and I need to fix that. I need to go back and fix it and iron it out and get it smooth. And there's a motto that I like a lot, which is very simple, which is the more you do it, the better you get. And I heard somewhere that you actually need to do a skill for 10,000 hours if you really want to get good. And that's true with martial arts, it's true with ceramics, it's true with writing, it's true with a language, it's true with musical instrument. If you want to get good at something, it takes time. And you need to be patient with yourself. And you need to trust yourself and trust that your brain can do these things. And just because you bump up against a frustration or a challenge, that's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to develop a skill that you didn't have before. I think, one of the things that's exciting about learning a new skill is that the more you do it, not only the better you get, the more fun you have doing it. It can be hard to have a fun time when you're learning the basics of grammar in French, or you're learning how to ski and you're falling over all the time. But the more you actually do those things and you improve your skills, it actually becomes more fun because you gain confidence, you gain an ability to look back at what you've accomplished and say, you know what, last week I was making all these mistakes, and now I actually get this, and now I can actually build upon this skill and do more than I was able to do last week.
Conclude with the following poem.